What's going on, you guys? Gaming Addict here, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Redfall. You guys know that game. Xbox has been extremely hyping up Redfall to a point where they have flown people out to play this game. A lot of people are very excited to get their hands on Redfall. Now, let's talk about what is going on with Redfall. For those of you that don't know what Redfall is kind of like Arcane's next big game. It's the people that make, Dishonored. They made Deathloop. Redfall, you can argue, is going to be one of those pillars of 2023. Now, obviously, we're waiting on games like Starfield, but so up until then, since we're waiting on games like Starfield, people were putting a lot of their marbles and sliding them over to Redfall. Now, you guys know how I am when it comes to performance. I want the best performance possible on the games that I play. Now, I used to say I didn't really tell a difference between 30 frames and 60 frames. But then when you actually go and play on PC for a good amount of time and you play on a game that really relies on that frame rate, you really notice the difference between them. I think frame rate is important, but I also think field of view is important. These are things that need to be in this current generation of consoles. Now, let me go ahead and plug this real quick. This thing right here, guys, this thing right here. This baby right here can't run Redfall at 60 frames at launch. Now, pretty much what happened is Xbox, well, not Xbox, but Redfall's personal account, and I think that's pretty much Arcane, obviously. I don't know if they have like another type of company that, monitors their social media. Now, normally I switch to it, but we don't really got time for that. I haven't set up this particular thing for, just daily videos like this. I've been very busy doing a lot of other things for the podcast. But they tweeted today, Redfall is launching the Xbox consoles with quality mode only. So Xbox Series X, you can run it at 4K 30. Xbox Series S, you can run it at 1440p 30. And 60 frames per second performance modes will be added to the game update at a later time. I'm going to be real with you guys. You guys know how I am. This killed a lot of my hype. I want games to run functionally well. I want games to have that field of view slider. I want to be able to feel more in control of my experience on the Xbox Series X. I paid $500 for this thing. I'm not getting it back out. It's not light, but it's right here, man. I slide it over just a little bit. This thing here. Hold up. This thing here. I paid $500 for this thing. And coming into the Xbox Series X generation, I had a lot of bad experiences with the Xbox One and the Xbox One S. Was it horrible experiences? Was it a lot? No. But I had experiences playing on the Xbox One S, where I wouldn't load into games as quick as people that are playing the Xbox One X. So at that time, I was like, look, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm going to get the highest form that I can. So that's why I got the Series X. Then you look at it from, I'm done playing games at 30 frames. The whole 360 generation and the majority of the Xbox One generation, for the most part, we were playing every game at 30 frames. And when I played Destiny on PC, I realized what I was missing. I was missing fluid gameplay, especially with the field of view, making the game feel faster than what it really is. I don't think a lot of people realize how important these features are, especially the fact that these developers feel like they don't need to give us those options. I understand development is annoying. I understand development has a lot of headaches. I get that. But at the same time, Redfall is a very first-person shooter-driven type of game. It's the definition of a game that needs that 60 frame rate mode. I don't have a 4K device that is accessible to me. When I review games, I review it right where I am now, on a monitor. that is 1440p, 120 frames seconds. I don't have options to a 4K. So what's happening to me is I'm being penalized for not playing on a 4K device when I set up my standards to play games at 60 frames. Where this video is pretty much going to ultimately come down to is me addressing Xbox, Arcane, and the developers of Redfall. Because obviously, Arcane's probably working on multiple games. I know it's going to be nearly impossible. You guys got two options. Redfall, I feel, has been a mixed bag of emotions for a lot of reasons, including the IGN thing. But I feel like this is bigger problem. IGN, you can always just put the blame on them. You know, they clearly had people that didn't really understand the characters they were playing, and they were playing the game not the greatest. But at least you couldn't blame it on your front door. It's 2 weeks to Redfall, and it's looking like you're not going to have a standard mode at this point. 60 frame performance modes is very standard now. Now it makes me think, even though that Starfield could easily have a 60 frame performance mode, it's making me look over there at Starfield like, it ain't going to have 60 frames either. I get it. Development's hard. But you guys got to make it work. You guys got to find a way to get this game running at 60 frames. And if you can't get it running at 60 frames, I know it's unrealistic. Delay it. Delay it to that 60 frames working, because to me, you want this game being front and center in the best possible way this game can be shown. And it's 60 frames. I understand that in terms of what the game looks like on a graphic wise, that's generally what people see over how the game feels. But when people actually pick the game up and start playing it and feel sluggish because they don't have these options on current gen hardware that we've had for 2 years, that generally every game we get this performance mode at this point, you're looking like the odd man out. And to me, it's worth delaying. Even if you could delay it for like another 2 weeks to make sure we get these performance modes, I think that's the better case. Now, obviously, it's not happening. This game's coming out in 30 frames on console, most likely, unless they see the outcry and they're able to work magic in 2 weeks to get it at launch. I doubt that's going to happen. I hope that happens, but I doubt it. But come on, you guys. If you guys want to be taken seriously, 2022 for Xbox was very underwhelming. The Xbox One generation in general was very underwhelming. Do better. Because I do feel like we've gotten to the point where it's like, how many times are we just going to keep saying they'll get handled? We want it handled now. We don't want it handled then. But put in the comment section below what you guys feel. Do you guys think I'm bugging? Because to me, I know a lot of people don't mind, you know, the fidelity mode. They like to have that 4K with all the bells and whistles. But to me, I want the game to feel and function well. And as a reviewer, I got to look at this where, you know, I want to review it on PC if it's not 60 frames. So you're pushing me to a platform that you're also building Redfall on that's going to play better than the platform that you own and support. And to me, that makes Xbox owners feel like second-grade citizens. That's just me. Put in the comment section below how you guys feel. And until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace. Redfall at 30 frames, man.